Okay. Bow, wow. Boom, boom, down. It says we're live, but I see blackness. Although last week it did something weird like this too.
Really?
Like it showed a frozen picture, but hey, Mike, do you see us and hear us? Huh. Oh, okay. It's weird.
No.
No, I'm just checking on here. All right, good. Because I'm, this just...
What if you refresh that? Will it kill the stream?
That's what I'm afraid of doing.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that last week, but... Yeah, I don't want to refresh it.
No,
I don't know why it... I don't know. Okay, let me close this. Actually, let me share. Sorry.
I didn't get a notification that it went live.
Mine did.
I did.
Okay. Well, we still have... Oh, wait. 0 now. So, yeah, we can't see the time, so that's why. All right. Are you guys ready?
Sure. Ready.
Welcome to... He forgot how to do the button thing. Hi, welcome... Welcome to Stuck in Beta. I'm Greg. Those two are Josh. How you doing, guys?
Not that we're the same singular person, but...
Well,
fantastic.
Yeah, you're not like a two-headed demon or anything. Because, well, not that all two-headed people are demons. We just lost lost all our two-headed listeners out there. Sorry about that. I offended everyone. This is Stuck in Beta. You could see all our stuff at stuckinbetapodcast.com. Stick around. We're going to have a good show today. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
We got two Joshes in the house.
We got two Joshes.
Twice your fun.
Yeah. And you know what?
What?
It is hot outside.
It is hot outside.
It's hot.
It wasn't this hot in Florida.
Really?
No.
So
How hot was it?
That's where you've been. So
it was.
You called in though last week.
It hit 90 a couple days.
Yeah.
But it was like mid 80s, and that ocean breeze was nice.
Yeah, when you're by the ocean, it's not as bad. When you're in the middle of the
Orlando,
and Orlando, yeah. Or if you're in the middle of Missouri,
yeah,
that's when it.
Mississippi wasn't bad. We were in Mississippi on Monday, and it wasn't that horrible.
Yeah, there's some crooked letters there.
So, tell us more about the vacation.
We went to Florida.
Well, you got like 3 different things you have here. You want to tell us about the oysters that you tried?
We tried oysters for the very first time. Have you guys ever had oysters?
I've always tried to stay away from oysters.
I have too. Go ahead.
Yeah, because it looks like a thing of snot.
Yeah.
And I went out with a girl who would get of all places, Red Lobster. She would get them.
Yeah.
And she'd go, "Oh, I love these," or whatever.
Were they raw or were they cooked?
No, I don't. I have no idea. They're whatever, sitting on ice.
I always assumed that when someone ordered oysters, they were raw, right? I mean, that's how you see people slurp, putting a couple of things of Tabasco sauce on there, and then
and then they don't even taste them. They're just
because they're disgusting,
like sucking down a big booger.
Yeah. But our friends, they took us to this restaurant north of Jackson, Mississippi, and he's like, I'm going to order some oysters. I'm thinking to myself, oh, man, I'm not doing this. And they come out, and he's like, here you go, have one. I'm like, I've never had them, and they just don't really look appealing to me. He's like, no, you gotta try one. They're really, really good. They were cooked. So I grabbed the shell, and the shell was freaking hot, like burned me hot. I'm like, okay, so I know it's fully cooked that way.
Yeah, the ones they were sitting on ice.
Right, so those are probably still raw.
Okay.
But this had, like, I think garlic and butter and a crap ton of Parmesan cheese. They were freaking good.
So are they, instead of being that kind of
snotty,
do they kind of like
they firm up
like an egg?
Right, they firm up a little bit. They remind. Have you ever had escargot?
No.
They reminded me a lot of the same flavor profile as escargot. They were good, so good that we ordered them again. Once we got to Florida, we had them again in Florida when we were out at one of the restaurants.
When you eat these, are they like still attached to the shell? You have to take a knife or something?
They come with a little like cocktail fork kind of thing.
Okay, you got to...
And you just kind of scoop it and then eat it.
You have to open the shell?
No. They come out on the half shell, and they cook them on their... If you ever really want to try them,
I would try it.
Get them charred. Go to Broadway Oyster Bar downtown.
Yeah.
And get them a half dozen char grilled.
Okay.
That's the butter, garlic, and Parmesan.
Okay.
They're great.
Huh.
They're great.
Is it like one bite?
Oh, yeah, it's like a half bite.
Do you even chew it, or you just...
Yeah, you chew it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can chew it.
Because I know when I've seen them do the raw oysters...
Yeah, it's because they're gross. It's like you said, eating snot.
It's like eating a raw egg. It's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
The difference between, like you said, cooked and uncooked.
But they're good. The char grilled were good.
Huh. Well, now that you said that, I would try it like that.
And you go to baseball games, go to Broadway Oyster Bar, and right there by the stadium, get you half dozen char grilled oysters, and they're an aphrodisiac,
Uh-oh.
White Castle's is right there, too. So
you get some oysters and then whiteys.
Yeah. So did you get any other foods down there? Any seafood?
We ate seafood every dinner. We went out and had seafood.
Because I know when we were at St. Augustine, like butterfly shrimp was like their specialty, and it was freaking amazing down there.
We went to, so we got there Tuesday. We went to Back Porch Tuesday night for dinner, and Net had some really good shrimp there. I had crab cakes there. Jackson had fish tacos. So we told Jackson on this trip he was not allowed to eat burgers or chicken strips.
Chicken fingers, no.
So it was like, that's a staple. Right. So we're forcing him to eat outside the box.
Gosh, for a 12-year-old boy.
So he ate seafood the entire time. Our last night, we finally relented and let him have a cheeseburger. And he says, this is the best cheeseburger ever. But he ate fish tacos. He had shrimp.
Fish tacos are so good.
Oh, yeah.
At the Back Porch, man, there was a ton of meat on them. They were awesome.
Especially in a seafood area, like where you're by the ocean.
We did not go to chain places. We went all local. I've got a thing about that. So we had really good food, really good experience. Weather was perfect. It's rained every day since we left, I think, down there.
So you're in a condo
we were in a condo
right on the beach,
on the beach,
or you went downstairs and you were on the beach?
Yeah, you went downstairs, you were at the pool, and then the walkway to the beach.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
I won't stay. I'm not crossing the street to get to the beach.
Yeah, I understand, but we're again in Florida.
It was actually Fort Walton, so it was west of Destin by, 10 miles.
Okay.
Out of the craziness, traffic crazy Destin. We were west. It's a little bit cheaper to stay over there. So we had it Tuesday night through Friday night, and I think it was like $900, $950.
That's not a bad deal.
But it was a small condo. It only slept 6, and that includes a sofa sleeper. I was telling Greg and Molly it might have been 900 square feet, maybe if you're lucky.
But I mean, that's bigger than any hotel or anything.
Oh yeah, right. And we had a full kitchen, and right. So it was just 3 of us, and right on the beach. You couldn't really ask for much more.
We were in Panama. Was it Panama City Beach?
Which is further east.
Yeah, we were there, was that 2 years ago? I was surprised how much we used they had a pool down there, too, because you would actually, you'd go, I kind of want to get in the water, but I don't want to get all covered in sand for a minute. You just wanted to go down there, and then come back up or whatever, but, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. when we left, we spent the night at some friend's house, so we broke it up. It was 2 days of 6-hour driving. But on the way home, we went north, got on like Interstate 65, and then in Birmingham we hit Interstate 22, I think, and took that to Memphis. Door to door with pee breaks, 11 hours, right on the dot.
Oh, yeah. It's not bad.
We only made 2 stops, one pee break and one lunch pee break. So,
a lunch pee break.
You're only allowed to pee at lunch.
Hey, sorry.
You went before lunch. You can't go after.
Tie in a knot.
Yeah.
Get in a can.
Yeah.
Pee in that
or
water
if it's
bottle.
the other way, put a cork in it.
Yeah.
So, you were complaining about the heat too, man. It was when you came here. You're like, so
yeah, nothing
sweating.
really to add on it, but it just sucks. It's just old man like, nah.
Humid.
I mean, yeah,
Disgusting.
it's just
Yeah.
middle of June and we're like dying.
Oh, I know.
You were bitching about how cold it was over the winter.
I know.
And I mowed my lawn on Tuesday or Monday, and then I went over to Molly's house on the next day and mowed her lawn. Man, it just sucked. And I don't know about you. I'm weird about mowing the lawn. I have to wear jeans because I do not like getting all the grass all over my leg. I always feel like there's bugs crawling on my legs and stuff. So
just wait 12 years and Millie can cut the grass. It'll be fine.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
So speaking of that, I got another outbreak. I think I mentioned this last year, but 2 years in a row now, I've had these horrible outbreaks of chiggers.
Hey, what?
Chiggers.
Okay.
CH.
Okay.
The other pests
Sensors.
like ticks and chiggers, and fleas, and that sort of thing. There must be a nest of them or something in my yard. So I was doing all this research, trying to figure out like
how to
where,
kill them or
how to kill them. So I don't know. There's like mixed reviews on whether or not that stuff that you hook up to your garden hose is effective or how long it's effective for. So I just got some like off spray that I'm just gonna. I guess I'm resorted to like every time, like yesterday, I needed to water some of the flowers. So I walked outside, and I'm worried now that every time I'm going to go outside, I'm going to have,
ankle biters.
Yeah, ankle biters. So yesterday I come in, I'm like brushing myself off, trying to hope that if any of them are crawling on me, I'm going to knock them off. And of course, they always go up underneath your clothes.
So I always get them on my ankles.
Well, I had flip-flops on. so I
But
didn't
they're
have
really like
socks.
invisible.
They are,
you
yeah.
can't- Yeah, they're so tiny.
Yeah.
Because you just see the rash or whatever, whatever the bites.
So I got them all around my like waist, and
I've had luck with using like
Gasoline.
Dawn dish detergent to get rid of it. Just scrubbing really good with that and
on your skin.
Yeah, and it works really good. It
I
just
don't want to get that in certain areas.
Just move.
well, I mean it's just soap, but it's dish soap.
Those things
You
suck.
gotta
though.
wash those areas anyway.
Well, I'm not going to wash it with a hard... Well, I guess Dawn. I don't know.
Doesn't have dish hands. What was
That's
that
the
old commercial?
Palmolive.
Yeah, the old commercial.
You're soaking in it.
dish pan hands.
Yeah.
You don't have dish pan penis.
That's what happens too. You don't realize the crap's on your hands or whatever. Then you go to the bathroom, and then that's where it happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you're just out there mowing your lawn and you're like, I got an itch. you're going all Al Bundy on the front yard.
I heard a lady at my work was saying that her dad had a really bad poison ivy outbreak.
Oh no!
And used the bathroom at the same time. God.
Yeah.
That'd be awful.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's weird. Like I never got poison ivy as a kid.
I've never gotten it.
I didn't
Really?
I
Never?
didn't get it
Never.
until I was about 30. That's when I started.
I vaguely remember getting it once or twice as a kid, but nothing horror. I mean, just like a spot on my arm, not like whole body breakout or something.
Oh, I know I walked in woods and all sorts of. I know I would have gotten.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
I think it's just like a regular allergy. Some people are sensitive to it and others aren't.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I've got a couple rants.
Uh-oh, here
we go.
Yeah.
Speaking of old man weather talk.
Mushong.
Well, I actually brought this up yesterday, or was it a couple days ago?
Yesterday.
I was talking about Hardee's and how So here's my problem.
Here we go.
Okay, you go to a restaurant,
Or we're losing the Hardee's endorsement.
or a Hardee's, and like you go pull up to the drive-thru. When you see that the box that you know how most of them have like a screen there now that shows your order, if it's off, do you automatically assume that their thing isn't working?
No,
or?
I assume it's working.
Yeah,
I mean, especially if there was someone in front of me.
Right, and there was, and then he moved, and then I pulled up, and then I'm just sitting there. No one says a word or anything. So I'm like, I go, screw it. I'm not gonna wait and drive through. It looks like there's no one inside, so I just parked, went inside. There was one guy in there waiting for his food, and I look at the drive-through window. There's no one there. So there's no one in the drive-thru. So there's this one guy waiting for his food, no one else. I walk up to the counter. 2 people, one in back, 2 in front. 2 are trying to bag this guy's order. One's waiting there with the bag, holding it. The other one is waiting for the guy in back to shoot the sandwich or whatever through the little pass-through. And they go, hey, how you doing? I thought, I'm like, oh, okay.
I'll take a number 3.
And I thought at that point she was going to walk over to me and take my order, but I just sat there for another 3 minutes while they dicked around. They didn't even get it.
Jesus.
They never even got this guy's order. And I go, these people don't. these people.
Wait. Oh, it's
Well, anyway, these people don't know what the bleep they're doing.
And that's when he took a leak all over the front
peed
door.
on the counter, I heard. It was in the paper. There's a story about it tomorrow.
I didn't do like the one woman and
Throw your
pooped on the floor and threw it at him. You know, that'd be a little messy. I just walked. I'm like,
Well, you had to go to work.
I had to get to work, and I didn't want dirty hands. So I'm like, screw these people can't figure it out. And the guy that was waiting, he kind of looked at me and shook his head. He had the same thought. And
These sons of bitches.
yeah. So I went over to Burger King. 2 people in
Oh, God. You
Two
went to
people-
the other horrible place.
No, Peevely Burger King.
Oh,
2
okay.
people in line in front of me. Okay.
Did you ask, hey, did you all come from Hardee's?
No, 2 people in the drive-thru line. I pull up. I go, here's what I want. And boop, boop, boop. I was in and out of there within like 2.5 minutes with those other 2 cars.
The Festus Burger
That's
King.
how a breakfast staff should operate.
Yeah. The Festus Burger King is my Hardee's for you, because that place...
Oh, we've been at that Hardee's before, where Molly and there was a guy that took an order, and then we pulled up to the box, and she's like, please wait. And we were waiting there like 5 minutes. People behind us are honking, and we're like, are you right?
Make your decision,
No.
jerk.
We're like, it's not
Just
us.
order a number 3!
It's not us. And we asked the girl, we're like, we're ready to order, and she goes, just a minute. She's still good. I'm like, I don't know what. There was like 3 cars waiting behind us.
You know what it is. They got the camera, because they can see, they take pictures of who's ordering. Here's that damn Mouchon again.
These people, I'm sorry, the staff is bad there.
Not as bad as Steak and Shake and Festus.
Well, there's a lot of bad staff around here, so anyway, they need to get it together.
So you tweeted Hardee's?
Oh, I didn't. I should have. I should have tweeted them.
You should have sticked Wendy's on them.
I put their yeah, I know Wendy's is pretty cool, but so I went ahead and sent it on their corporate website, their comments. I don't know.
You'll never hear anything.
No,
back.
I won't.
If you'd have tweeted them, you'd have heard back.
Yeah, you're right.
You probably would have a free sandwich.
I didn't even think of that. You're right.
I guarantee it.
But I just want them to know, because I like Hardee's. I just want the staff to know what the hell they're
Give
doing.
me my damn big burger.
Now
you can go to IHOP and get a burger.
Yeah. And I called it, right?
You did. He did on
it.
last week's. Was that last week's episode?
That was last week's. I called
Yeah,
Burger.
because they announced it, Tuesday or Wednesday during the day last
Monday.
week? Monday?
Oh, you mean last week? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like
that
middle
they're
of the week.
Yeah, they're going with IHOP.
It's stupid.
And
it's temporary though.
It's
a gimmick.
It's only the one headquarters in Los Angeles or something that's going to actually change the sign. Everywhere else, it's
whatever.
I like Wendy's Twitter response. Company that thinks pancakes is too hard and going to try hamburgers.
Yeah. I liked Whataburgers saying they were we like pancakes too, but we're not changing our name to What a Pancake.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was another one. Which one was it? Yeah, they all jumped in on it, except for McDonald's.
Wendy's
is
the best troll.
Yeah, they're good about that. They're a good follow. They're really good on Twitter.
Do you use Twitter that much enough to follow and keep up with tweets like that?
No, because it's I think there's too many people that I follow, so there's too much
spam.
I do get on it, but I probably miss a lot, you know. The other thing that annoys me is the Frank Lita.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, your commercials are awful. They're garbage.
Why are his so bad?
Lori hates these too. God, she hates them so much.
You'll never pay. It's a crime to pay more than a dime. Ugh.
Really? I can't say I've.
Oh,
really?
Well, it's on the point about.
Oh, see, I don't listen.
At least every commercial break, maybe about 3 times a commercial break.
I wonder how they do that. Do you pay more for more off, or do you like in your contract when you're an advertiser? Do you say, okay, I want this to play every commercial break?
I imagine
or every other commercial.
And it almost, I don't know, but it seems to come on at the same time when I'm driving to work, because I listen to The Point in the morning, and like right when they're about ready to go to commercial,
you'll hurry up and change it.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll hear that lady, and it'll, I
agree. It's like one of those things that's incredibly annoying, and you wonder if it is at all.
Is it effective at all?
Because everybody that I've ever talked to, it just hates it. So, me personally, like I would avoid that place.
Well, that's like, remember a couple of years ago, Charter had that commercial with, it was a horrible, with the beatboxer guy, they took a bunch of flack about that on social media. Twitter blew up over it, and they ended up pulling it.
Yeah.
I remember there was this commercial years ago. They used to be down here in Festus, and now I remember this because I drive past it out in like O'Fallon. It's Broths.
Oh yeah,
Broths says double eyes for $19.95.
Yeah,
and then it kind of starts to echo when they
it repeats over and over and over and over.
Gosh.
However, that's. You know what, though?
You remember that.
We remember the...
I'll never buy a double wide from them, though.
No. What?
Crime to pay more than a dime, and double
What are you
wide...
paying a dime for?
Down payment on a car.
It's stupid. And it's just one of those gimmicky
They
things.
probably paid $20,000 for that line.
Yeah.
Some consultant came up with that.
Right. I don't know.
Well, if they paid that much, they... Yes, it must be the bitching hour. That's what my wife says. Hey, what's the 30-day challenge?
So, like a week or so ago, I've been looking at like the things that I eat,
to not bitch,
things that I drink. Yeah, that's it. And I don't know, something that I've been kind of trying to get better at is my sugar intake, because sugar's bad.
Have you seen Kevin Smith?
You're one of them now.
Sugar's bad for you.
Kevin Smith, since his heart attack, he's down. I think he's 43 pounds down, something like that, and he needs that was just in February. So
my problem is that I always say to myself, I'll say, I'm not gonna eat dessert, and then I inevitably do. And in my house, my wife, I don't know if she's listening or not, she's really bad about always having desserts.
It's always the wife's fault.
I always say I'm not going to have cookies, or I'm not going to have brownies, or I'm not going to have ice cream, and I do anyway.
Stop bringing it into the house.
Keep this in your car.
It was last week about this time, I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, I am going to have the willpower to say no. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to stop having these desserts every night. So a couple of days went by, and I avoided them. She made cookies or whatever, and I'm like, no thanks. And then I finally told her over the weekend, I'm like, hey, I'm going to try to really hard to restrict my unnecessary sweets and sugars. And I'm also going to try to reduce my beer drinking a little bit, too, because we were on vacation last week, and I was drinking, like, every day. And so I'm like, I'm going to try to cut that out a little bit.
You don't normally?
No, I don't.
Well, now that he's back at work, he can't drink as much.
Right.
You got those pesky 8 hours during the day when you're not allowed to drink.
I didn't ask her to join me.
Frowned upon.
I did frowned upon. Well, actually, his company may be all right with it.
I didn't ask her to join me or anything, but somehow she found this. It was something on her Facebook, came up with a 30-day challenge, or it came to her attention. So she's like, "Hey, you might like this, and maybe I could do it too." And I was like, "Okay, well, what is it?" Well, it's a 30-day challenge of these things that you can't eat. Okay, so see how you guys feel
like
about
a
this
South
list.
Beach
here
type diet or
we go.
something.
Here we go.
Okay, number one on
I'm
the
going to
list.
be out at either number 1 or number 2, I guarantee it.
Number one on the list, no chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do that.
That
I'm not a
is-
big chip person.
That is a big problem with me. I love chips. Yeah. That's probably the biggest salt intake for me.
Yeah.
Is probably that.
Long list here. Number 2 is no potatoes.
That hurts.
Yeah. I mean, no potatoes. Think about that.
But you've also heard of the potato diet too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Number 3, this is where probably you're going to be out. No ice cream.
No,
Oh, really?
I really, I
Not
mean,
an
every
ice cream
once in a
eater?
while I'll eat ice cream.
See, that's hard.
Remember, I got to be in the mood, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I'd have chips over ice cream. Anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 4 just goes back to our earlier conversation. No fast food.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. Sorry.
Wow, the F-bomb!
That's. And
Wow,
yeah,
he's
that's
out.
something we really need to do.
No fried food.
Well, that
Yeah, that's
goes with fast
impossible.
food,
Right.
No chocolate.
Nah,
That one
that's fine.
is going to kill Lori. I don't think she's going to make it.
See, I don't really.
I'm not a
I'm
chocolate
not a-
guy.
yeah, every once in a while.
I mean, it's good, but I don't crave it or
Yeah.
anything like that. No white breads.
Oh, yeah, can't do that.
That's
Sorry.
an odd one.
So your whole wheat
Well,
breads
it's
are
all
okay.
about starches and
Yeah.
carbs and.
No soda or juice.
I am. Nah,
I
that's
don't have
fine.
a problem with that one. No cakes or donuts.
There are no cakes and donuts in our house for a reason.
That's the one that I have
Because
a problem
I would
with.
eat them.
And it's like all the time there's a cake or there's something available. There's always a celebration. This happens at work too.
Remember that Seinfeld?
Yeah, that's what it's like
Get
at
well,
work.
get well soon. It's
This story was circulating all over the place over the last few days that like they say that you eat an average of I think it was something like 1,500 or 2,000 extra calories just based on your work week snacks that are available in the office that people consume.
My
Like,
office is next door to the concession stand. Think about that.
yeah.
so you get a lot of fun dip
Well, not
and
now because it's empty right now. But yeah,
The last one was no cookies or candy.
yeah.
I could do everything but the fast food and.
I mean, that's
bread.
definitely
Bread.
that's definitely doable. That's not a.
No, yeah.
To be honest, it's not a
crazy.
hard list. I mean, I think the hardest one for me on that list would probably be potatoes
Yeah.
because that's kind of
I
when you
agree.
make
I love potatoes.
when you make even not doing fast food or fried food
When you
Right.
barbecue,
when you barbecue when
Yeah.
you make it's a good it's a side
It's
you know
your go-to, yeah.
I
It's
agree.
always like
Potato casserole.
and then like some other vegetable or whatever.
now are sweet
side.
potatoes is that
That's what I was wondering, and we were going to look into that to see if that counts. But
because
never done it.
it's I don't know because actually aren't sweet potatoes a higher calorie food but it's got like that better starches
I hate
or
sweet
whatever
carbs, yeah.
yeah
It is a healthy alternative.
a healthy
So,
alternative
Mike wants the copy of that, Josh.
Oh, okay. I'll send it to you, Mike.
so
We're
I'm
3 days in.
gonna get our drink ready while because we're running on about half
All right.
half
Yeah,
time
we're halfway there.
So, in interesting news, Greg had...
He may want to talk about that first one.
so, a woman catches a ball in her beer and chugs it. I just watched this video for the first day.
I watched
first
it.
time.
I watched it last week. Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
there's been a couple instances of that where someone catches a foul ball or something.
Yeah.
There was one of a guy. I guess it was last summer. A guy caught a foul ball or a home run or whatever in his beer while holding his kid.
Oh, that's right.
That
Yeah.
was, to me, that was more impressive than this lady.
Huh.
But
Gosh, I would be so I don't think I could do it. I don't think I would have the courage to let a ball go all the way, because I would be so paranoid that ball would hit and blow it out of my hand and all over me, or the next guy
through
hit the guy next to me or something, and everybody'd be mad at me. But yeah, that chick, man, she did it right, and it looked like she was so effortless. Like she was just sitting there and it just fell into her glass.
Yeah,
she chugged it.
I love how the announcers are just like, I mean, she was kind of an attractive girl, and listen to you. But the announcers like the whole time, like, now she's gonna do it, isn't she? She's gonna do it.
And the funny thing was, is the camera never left her.
Never panned away.
And he's like, there's no 0-2 pitch. Whatever was going on in the game continued, but they just stayed on her. That was funny.
You want to do the theme? Did you do the?
No, I didn't. Man, I'm rusty, man.
You are.
So, this here is, well, it's not a beer, but it's a cider.
Well, we can't play that. We got to take that back then.
It's a homebrew that made. So I made a cider, but added pineapple to it, so it may be a little tart.
Slightly, but it's good.
Is mine a little cloudier than yours, or is it?
I think it's going to be a little cloudy.
His is like
mine
real
looks
light, like it's half water.
Yeah, mine looks pretty milky.
I don't know.
He put some milk in it.
Yeah,
I saw him. There's something different.
That's tart.
Maybe mine, because mine doesn't. Oh yeah, I guess a little. So can you? I mean, does it?
I taste pineapple.
Yeah.
As long as it tastes of pineapple. So basically, it's a cider. So apple juice with yeast, and then from there, I've added brown sugar and
it's not supposed to be
pineapple concentrated.
Not supposed to be carbed?
No, there's a little. I added a little bit of carbonation to it.
What's the ABV?
So after it was all the way up to like 7.5, but after I sweetened it, it's like 4.5.
Mine kind of tastes a little bit yeasty, to be honest with you. I wonder if mine's
settled.
Got something off the top or off the bottom. Which pour was this one?
It could be.
I don't know. Those two are the same glass.
That one looks a little cleaner than mine.
Does it taste different?
It looks different.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's got to get the junk out of there first.
Yeah, that tastes a little better. Mine. I don't know if you want to try it or not. That side, it was a little.
Do you know what yeast would be good with this? If you made this cider with a Brettanomycin.
Oh, make it real sour? I don't know.
No, Brettanomycin's not necessarily sour, but it's got that. It definitely has that unique flavor. I think Brett would be really good with this.
I don't know. It's a little different. It's maybe maybe it needs to go through a couple pours before it's to the proper.
Or pour a pitcher of it instead of individual glasses.
Does it come? Does the tap come off the bottom of the keg, or I guess it would, right?
Right.
It's all the way down.
Yeah.
To the
Right.
bottom.
Yeah.
So it could be settled. I mean, that could have been
the first pour, and it just was a little.
And I'm wondering if there's a little bit of pulp in there too.
Oh, really?
From the pineapple, because it's just pineapple concentrate.
Yeah.
So there may be a little bit of pulp in there. That's one thing I didn't really strain it.
We didn't talk about item number 1 under interesting news. I figured you might want to talk about Bourdain.
Oh,
last week there were two pretty big suicides.
Yeah, Kate Spade, which
did you know that
I'm
was
not a
David Spade's sister-in-law?
Yeah, I heard that. I mean, I didn't hear it until
me either
happened, but to be honest, I had no idea who it was. I have seen those bags that have the KS initials on it, so that's who it is, But
the other one really shocked
Anthony
me.
Bourdain, it's crazy that he always seemed like a real confident guy and not one, I mean, I guess depression can happen anybody,
sure, right.
but he didn't seem like he was an unhappy man or anything.
I don't know.
he seemed very. I don't know. Just like I don't know.
You put him up against
a manly man.
The lineup of other chefs from Food Network, because that's where he kind of started, was on Food Network or Food TV. He's not an Emerald. He's not a Guy Fieri. He's not a Bobby Flay. He was always that kind of curmudgeon-y
piss and vinegar, but that's
and vinegar guy, and that came across in his show No Reservations fantastically well.
Yeah, but
I think it made that show fantastic.
That's how I feel about the original Top Gear guys too. Like
I think he was worse than that.
Like it's kind of. I thought it was just. He's English? Is that? Or,
no, he was American.
Was he American?
Yeah, he's from New Jersey.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
But the thing about him, he was never afraid to tell somebody their food sucked.
That's right.
Or that No Reservation show is really cool because he'd go to South Korea and find the dumpiest food or the dumpiest restaurant, but it would have amazing food. He knew all of the really, really cool food and culture and just different things.
Try some weird things
and
too.
Wasn't afraid to do that and would make friends along the way. And then I guess what was it, 4 years ago? I don't know what happened with Food Network, but he
went to CNN, right?
CNN signed him, and he started this show. Oh shit! Now I can't think of the name of it. I don't know. But he's had 4 or 5 episodes on CNN now. Not No Reservations. That was Food.
Yeah, that's what I kept. Parts Unknown. Very similar, but more. This I think delved into the culture aspect, political aspect, and just human aspect of where he traveled more than No Reservations. All the episodes of that are on Netflix.
But I was CNN since we got home Saturday. I guess it was Saturday night or Sunday night. CNN was showing a marathon of a bunch of Parts Unknown episodes, and I hadn't watched it. Great show. If you haven't seen any of these episodes of Parts Unknown, I highly recommend watching just a handful.
And so
because you'll be hooked.
New episodes are still. I mean, there's episodes that are unaired that are still.
Well,
he was in the middle of shooting.
He was in the middle of shooting one when he killed himself.
So.
But he was always just one of those real interesting guys. He got his start. He was a young chef in New York and wrote an editorial in the New York Post about what not to order in a restaurant and why, and it went over so well. He wrote a book called Kitchen Confidential, and have you read Kitchen?
No, I haven't.
I'm surprised you haven't. But it's one of those things of, don't order this. This is how many times your piece of meat gets touched by unprotected hands in the kitchen. This is his experience of being a drug addicted chef for part of his time before he wrote the book about pretty much how everybody behind the counter is high, either heroin or pot or you name it, they're on something. I mean, it was a big expose, and that's kind of what led him into Food Network and being a judge in all these shows. And I don't know, it was really. I'm going to have to get the book and read it. I'm curious. I want to find it. But yeah, I was just shocked by that. Really shocked. By that.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of him.
Really?
No.
Really?
Mm-mm. Or the Kate Spade. I don't know.
I think you would like the Parts Unknown on CNN because it encompasses everything. It's not just food. It's not just somewhat political or culture. I mean, he goes to these off the wall places and just talks to people and gets the human story.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
It's a bummer.
Yeah,
you got snack?
I do not.
Gosh, we got Pringles over there. Did you try those Pringles?
Yeah, those are the expired ones now.
Food truck, yeah.
So, but speaking of snacks, did you see Doritos put out like a Jurassic World, like Jurassic-sized Doritos?
What?
No.
So,
how big are they?
They only made 100 of these things. But it comes in I found the article on Slash Film, but you can anyone listening look it up, and you could find that these Doritos, they come in like this big Jurassic World
in an
like
egg,
big old cooler, and inside the cooler is like a dinosaur egg, like a huge egg. inside that egg is a Dorito, like it is a shrink wrap. It's what would you say, the size of, like, about I guess it's got
18 inches,
12-inch sides.
12-inch maybe.
Each side is about 12 inches. I mean,
show me.
It's a big Dorito, but they're giving away. They made 100 of those. I think you tweet to Doritos saying you want to enter their contest.
Have you done that?
Of course.
What the hell would you do with this?
I don't know. Show?
No, I don't mean the Dorito itself. Well, what would you do with the giant egg?
It'd sit over
in
there
the cooler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, Molly was bitching about getting rid of shit laying around,
and
then Greg's like, "I want to enter this contest and win this giant Dorito."
Oh, great! You won.
No, that wasn't his comment. I think you remember his comment.
Hey, Greg, your Dorito came in. Yeah, that's interesting.
That's funny.
So Comcast made an offer for Fox today that exceeds Disney's offer.
Yeah, I heard they were gonna
$67 billion in cash.
But it goes on some merger or something.
What do you mean?
So they can only afford that if some merger happens with Comcast.
Interesting. Because Disney offered, I think, $47 billion in stock.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Look at what's good for the brand.
No one cares.
I think
what's good for the brand.
I guess not. If you're gonna look at the money, okay. Do the same people are they selling it outright? They're not going to be any more. Oh, the stockholders are going to become Disney stockholders, right?
Or Comcast.
Which has more potential of growth.
Disney.
Yeah. Which has done more with, especially movies.
In an article I read this afternoon said that if Disney does not end up buying Fox, Disney's online streaming service is going to go to hell. That one they've been developing, because they're not going to have all that Fox product on.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's the decision of Fox, obviously, and the shareholders and all that. But yep. Speaking of that type of movies and stuff, Wonder Woman has a name. The second one.
Oh yeah.
Wonder Woman 1984. It's gonna be set.
It's gonna be
album. Van Halen.
Yeah.
Had the angel smoking on the front of it.
1984, right?
Yeah. And actually, that's where the album title came from. Is the book, George Orwell.
Yeah.
About Big Brother watching. So, and I wonder, that's a good question too. Why would they pick 1984? Is this kind of a... And she's in front of a bunch of monitors, although they're TV monitors, because you could see National Lampoon's Vacation. You see J.R. Ewing in one. Yeah.
So this
will be the second Wonder Woman.
So when was the first one?
The first one took place during World War I.
Oh, I guess I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
You didn't think so?
If you
I didn't like all the CGI in it.
If you like looking at Gal Gadot, it's a good movie. No, it really is a good movie.
So she doesn't age?
No, she's
what
a
superhero.
She's
does?
a goddess.
Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
They changed the Batman, the guy who plays Batman every 3 years.
I mean, but she's not from Earth. Right?
He ages though. Man.
Spider-Man.
Going in reverse.
He gets
Spider-Man ages.
He gets too old, and then they replace him.
Yeah,
right.
Younger. Yeah,
it's ageism.
Yeah. So,
interesting.
But anyway, I think it's pretty cool having it take place in the 80s. I know it's kind of the popular thing now, but I think it'd be pretty good.
What, the 80s are a popular thing now?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah. Look at all the movies and stuff that TV shows and stuff that are all based in the 80s.
Yeah.
And I get it too, because especially if you're doing like mysteries and stuff like that, it's kind of like, you know, if it took place now, some of the things they'd be like, oh, let me just look it up on my phone here, you know, things like that. You put it in a time before any of that, it makes it more compelling.
That's true.
Disney released the new trailer for Dumbo, which is Tim Burton. I know Disney's worked a lot with Tim Burton. He did the Alice in Wonderland movies, and now he's doing a live action Dumbo. And you just get kind of a tease of it. There's not really much, and it's definitely not. It's not the animated movie.
It'll be interesting to see how dark it is.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be that way, or if they got to put the story a different direction, since it seems like there's a lot more humans in it than there were in the animated. You remember the animated Dumbo?
Vaguely. I haven't watched it since I was little, probably, but I know the gist of it.
Yeah. One of my favorite scenes was the drunk scene. Yeah. And I didn't even really realize it was a drunk scene.
Yeah.
Where they're singing Pink Elephants on Parade.
Yeah.
And they're hallucinating and all that.
See, I thought it was a trip.
No, one of the clowns, he left and he poured his champagne bottle or something poured into their water dish where Dumbo was drinking and the mouse was drinking. And an expression for, I didn't find this out until a couple of years ago, that seeing pink elephants is a phrase for being drunk.
Really?
Yeah. So the whole, but there were, I felt that that's kind of an adult type thing, you know,
sure.
But, have you, one movie that sticks out is, have you, remember the movie Pinocchio?
Yeah.
The Disney version? I don't know the last time you guys have seen it, but if you see it as an adult, the scene where they go to Pleasure Island, I don't know if you remember this, it is terrifying. So, like, this coachman or whatever, he takes all the kids to this island where they have they could do whatever they want. They're bad kids, so they could do whatever they want. They don't have to go to school. They can smoke cigars. They can drink beer. They have like a new house, and they have like axes and stuff. They can tear it up, and they can do whatever they want. And the island's cursed, and they turn into donkeys.
Oh, yeah.
And then he sells them as he sells the donkeys to. But seeing that scene as an adult is freaking terrifying. You should check out the Pleasure Island scene on YouTube for Pleasure Island scene of Pinocchio.
Yeah,
like it's just, you see like a kid like fearing for his life. He's turning into a donkey. He's like, I know it's an animated movie, but I mean, it is like, it's like crazy that you would show this to a little kid, but it's the way it teaches them a lesson, you know.
So I wonder if there will be a trend of moving more of these movies to live action.
Well, I know they're doing a Lion King, because Jon Favreau's working on that one. I don't know. I think let's do some original stuff, you know.
Yeah.
That's and I don't know. I'm going to see Incredibles 2 on Friday, so
I think I was going to try and go tomorrow, I think.
I'm actually pretty excited about that. You like that movie? Don't tell me.
I did. Yeah, that's
a great movie.
I had the video game.
I remember playing that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And what the heck is who plays the dad?
Craig T. Nelson.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Yeah.
He's old.
Well,
he's got to be close to 80 now.
Well,
really?
Is he that old? He's not. Craig T. Nelson, 80 years old.
What's his the the other guy on coach just died, didn't he? Not too long
was
ago?
it Jerry
last
Van
year?
Dyke?
Yeah, Jerry.
Dauber, is he still alive?
Oh yeah, he's the SpongeBob's.
Oh yeah, 74.
74.
He's as old as my dad.
No,
Jeez.
sorry. What else we got?
I don't know. You're having tech issues.
So a bottle
It's funny that this is on the agenda.
about 2 weeks ago.
Hilarious.
Kids are out on summer break, and our bedroom's downstairs. Everybody, the kids are all upstairs. Never had this problem in the past, but now my kids have gotten to the age where my two younger ones especially have gotten to the age where they will stay up all night and then sleep all day. I shouldn't say all night, but like until 3-4 o'clock in the morning. We've caught them up. And they're playing video games or doing something
Playing
on their
at
phone.
Fortnite, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
We'll hear them getting up and running around. So
I saw their camping setup the other day.
Oh, yeah. So one day I thought, well, I'm going to fix them. I'm going to go into my router, and I'm going to adjust the settings, and I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi
Oh, hell.
at like midnight and then turn it back on at like 5 or 6 a.m. or whatever. So I told them that I was doing this, and, they were like complaining about it or whatever, and it worked. But then the next morning, the router never came back online.
Huh.
And I went into it, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll just have to back this out. I'll have to, turn off those, the off times or whatever. And but since then, we cannot get our phones to connect to our Wi-Fi reliably. They'll connect and then they'll drop off. And I cannot figure out if I did something to adjust it or if just doing what I did scrambled something. Well, I have been troubleshooting and like racking my
Is there a
brain
new
for like 3 weeks on this damn thing.
Is there a new device hooked up? Like
New
because
firmware available?
well,
No, there's not that.
I know we've had issues where like for some reason my laptop I would connect and then it'd kill the wireless.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it'd come back and it'd be fine, but then it'd be weird things like that. And I thought you long ago. I thought it was a PS3 or something issue
I remember
you had.
having that.
We had to wire it because you were having issues with wireless for that thing.
Yeah.
Well, my router today, over the last probably month and a half, I've had to power reset my router once a week. So I'm done with it.
What do you have?
It's an old like 6-year-old Belkin.
Okay. So mine wasn't very old, and I think you helped me set it up. It was only like maybe 2 years old or so. It's a Netgear.
Man, I don't remember helping you set it up, but maybe I did.
Nighthawk or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's a newer one.
It is, and it was really, really good until this, and I don't know what happened.
Probably a Chinese hacker.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Because they said like 80% of routers out there are vulnerable to a certain hack.
Great. Well, after like 3 weeks of just dealing with it and Lori getting upset because she can't use her phone, I decided to go.
Her therapy is to bake cookies.
Yeah. So I went ahead and I picked it up on my way home tonight. Actually, is that Google Wi-Fi?
I'm going to get one tonight too.
Are you really?
Yeah. Yeah.
He recommended it because he has one.
Yeah.
And I watched like probably 10 reviews. I only saw one negative review where a guy was saying that it like his download speed like went from like 1,000 to 300. He had this like blazing fast.
Yeah, that's
like AT&T.
Yeah, that's
crap that I've
insanely-
never even heard of.
Yeah, I had the opposite effect. I was having really slow, and
That's what everybody else says.
I'm going to start with one. If I need another one, I'll go get a second
Yeah,
one.
that's what I'm doing. I went with one, and we'll see. I hope it is.
And
Did you get it at
solves all
Walmart?
problems. Yeah,
Yeah, 113.
yeah. Marked it down. Or they
Also-
marked it down recently.
start naming all the devices.
Yeah,
so you'll
I'm gonna
know
do
like
that.
Caleb's laptop, Eli's
Yep.
phone, and so forth. And then you can just boop. You can take those individual devices, and so you could still be on wireless.
Right. I know.
You playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
Suck it, kids.
You can ground them.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh
You know?
yeah. all that stuff, all the app and everything.
Xbox, boom.
Because that Netgear thing, you have to go into that, you know,
web interface.
Oh God, it sucks, and
Yeah,
it's
the
not
Falcon's
intuitive
pretty
at
bad.
all.
Yeah.
Like
now,
I don't know all this acronyms for all this stuff. I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah, see that we live that.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
we
fine. You
can.
guys do, but to the average person,
No, yeah,
Right.
no, right.
like, I have
Right.
no idea what any of that stuff means. So I could have clicked something. I don't even know. I could have screwed it up myself, and I don't know how
a
to
giant
fix
hole
it.
for a hacker to come in and get
Yeah.
all your pictures.
So I asked him, like, "Hey, what do I do to fix this?" He's like, "Buy a new router."
Yeah.
$120 bucks.
I mean, realistically, yes, because
That's
they're
so
not worth
stupid.
trying to fart with.
Yeah, and I've been doing that.
Right.
I've read so many articles, watched so many videos. I've gone down every rabbit hole possible, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna try this, and then you gotta wait for it to upset, and then or reset, and then you
Yeah.
gotta.
And here's what you do too. So, what you'll no, you'll have it set up. Okay, you'll have your kids' devices and all that. Don't give them the password to your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now, what you do is you put it in for them. Okay. Then when like someone needs on your network, put a guest
guest
out
in
there,
there.
because you
Yeah.
can add a guest network real
Oh,
easy.
really?
Yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about having their millions of
Right.
friends with access to your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's
your
a
kids
good-
are pretty popular.
Good suggestion.
Millions of friends.
Well,
you-
I'm sure they have.
And yeah, you just have the one. Where is yours at in relation to where we're
it's,
sitting?
it's right above us
Oh,
here.
okay. But I have full strength.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
we're
do too.
downstairs.
Yeah.
I would only have that at my house if I'm sitting like literally right next to my router.
Yeah, I'm excited to try this. My gut tells me though that I'm going to have to get a second one.
That's the funny thing. I had this conversation with my brother Jeff, and I told him with his house, because he's got 2 stories in his house, he may need another one.
Yeah.
He's like, I used to be able to mow the lawn with. I'm like, I'm not gonna promise you can mow the lawn
Yeah.
with it, but
Yeah, the one guy that I saw, he watching his review, he said that if your house is like 1,600 square feet,
Yeah.
it's probably like right around where you need to be.
Well, see,
thinking about
mine-
a second one.
Mine's going to go in the basement on that far wall below my kitchen.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I will likely have signal issues in the bedroom.
All the way on the other end of the house. Yeah.
You got to have Wi-Fi in the bedroom.
Yeah.
you got to put on the sexy music.
Yeah.
All right, last thing real quick. We brought this up a long time ago, but I just wanted to share it because I know both of you.
I brought it up a long time.
Oh,
ago.
He says that he used it.
No,
you did this?
Yeah, I did it too.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, it's old news then. But so what is it? Trim
.co.
.co. I don't know
Right?
If you do trim.com.
Did you use it for?
Yeah.
Well, how much did you save?
So that's
No,
not
that's
it.
not right.
We need to find the actual
I
web
think
address.
It's trim.
It's not trim.com. So they just
Ask Trim.
Ask Trim.
.com.
So what it is a virtual assistant that I don't know how it works.
Saves
but
you money.
It saves you money. And Charter, which is who we use for our internet.
Yeah.
I just signed up for it yesterday, and it says, congratulations, you just saved $252 on your Charter bills.
Damn.
So what's your new monthly bill?
$29.99.
Shoot, I don't
That's
know.
what mine is.
I think it's...
It should. I thought it told you in the text.
doesn't tell me in the text. The email I got said it was $44.99, so it was $20 off. Is that-
Damn.
yeah, that would be right.
Mine's $29.99.
That's what
Really?
mine is.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No, mine.
Oh,
is,
yours is...
See, I did mine 6 months ago.
Yeah, you did not mention
No.
it when you did
Whatever.
it.
No.
You people don't listen to me.
No. What? We just had this conversation with you when we started the show, and we were standing right here talking about.
Yeah.
A
I know.
beer,
Whatever.
We're like, yeah, I'm gonna pour that cider tonight, and you're like, oh, are you gonna do that cider tonight?
Yeah, we just had a whole conversation about it. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty cool. I don't know if there's anything else out
That's
there.
the only thing that it saw in my bank account that it
Really?
said I could negotiate.
So yours was you were paying like 65, and
$64.99, yeah.
I would, man, I don't think I was paying because now mine's the same 44.
Yeah.
I thought mine was 54 that I was paying.
Could have been. They seem like everybody has a little
weird.
bit different
Yeah.
price. Now they have something else coming up that.
Well, with
says,
this, you see all prices are negotiable. You know?
Right. They have something coming up that I thought about signing up for. It's like in their beta right now about your auto insurance.
Oh,
Like
really?
They can save you money. on your
Oh,
auto
trim.
insurance.
I thought you meant charter. I'm like, charter's getting into auto insurance?
Well, you do know though that they. What do they get? Trim gets
10%.
25%.
25%.
Yeah.
However, when you look at your savings, it's
yeah.
still
I know,
you're still saving.
I told Lori this, and she's like, "What? 25%?" I'm like, "We're still saving $200."
Right.
However, you probably could have did the same thing
I
yourself.
don't know. I've tried.
It uses, because you have to give it your passphrase and the passcode or whatever off your bill.
And it says
I
you
gave
may
him my
receive an email.
statement.
yeah, right.
I gave him my statement, but I didn't give him any kind of like.
I don't
password
think
or
I
anything
did
like
either.
that.
I had to give them account number and then something off my bill. Some code off my bill.
I just I had to upload my last statement to them, but I don't know. I've tried. I've only gone through chat, but I haven't been successful with Charter to lower my bill.
Yeah, I've
Personally.
tried through chat too.
because I've threatened to leave them, and they're like, "Okay, see you later."
Yeah. Playing chicken with them doesn't work very well sometimes.
Yep.
Oh man,
Been a good show, guys.
it's been good. Still trying to get us on Spotify. I don't think we're there yet. I can check right now. Spotify.
Seems like Mark always joins the show as we're wrapping
He's
up.
right at the end, right?
He must be busy up until about 5:50.
Yeah, I guess so. No, it doesn't look like we're on Spotify yet, but I'm still working on it. I don't know why we're not on it yet. I think it takes a while. So, but you can find us on the iTunes, Google Play, all your podcast sources, and the RSS feed is always on stuckinbetapodcast.com. It's been a show, a good one.
Hey, Father's Day weekend coming up.
Father's
There it
Day. Hey, my first Father's Day.
That's right.
Aw.
How about that?
Yeah.
So, hopefully, do some of your 30-day challenge. Everything the opposite of that, we're going to be doing.
Oh, there you go.
And then Monday, we'll be back in business.
Start over. Hit the
Yeah.
reset button.
Yeah. You can't have a Father's Day without drinking beer. Come
Or
on.
potatoes.
Beer wasn't on there.
Oh.
Beer probably could be on there.
Now,
Yeah.
could you drink vodka with... Well, not all vodka's made from potatoes anymore.
There's a little bit of calories still in it.
All right.
All right.
Well, anyway, see you next week.
All right.